let thy words be worth more than silence. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Educate the children and it won't be necessary to punish the men. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in few. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. In anger we should refrain both from speech and action. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. Silence is better than unmeaning words. No man is free who cannot control himself. Above all things, respect yourself. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. As long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Indeed, he who sows the seeds of murder and pain cannot reap the joy of love. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Anger begins in folly and ends in repentance. Friends share all things. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. You should make great things, not promising great things. There is geometry in the humming of the string. Power is the near neighbor of necessity. Ability and necessity dwell near each other. As soon as you awake, in order lay the actions to be done the coming day. He lived far from the gods, but in his mind he was at home with them. He lived far from the gods, but in his mind he was at home with them. Meaningful silence is better than meaningless words. There are men and gods and beings like Pythagoras. LQ habla, siembra. LQ escucha, recoge. No man should quit his post but at the command of his general, that is, of God himself.